Hey there, Dad, our guy from Marketing for Hippies, just sitting here. Grabbed some dinner at downtown Victoria. Today's video is about what happens, what do you do if you screw up a launch, or you launch something and there's just not the response that you expect. You launch something and there's nobody responds, nobody buys. What do you do? How do you pivot in a moment like that? So there's a number of things. The very first thing is to figure out what went wrong. And there are three roles of marketing. Yeah, number one, it's got to get their attention. Number two, it's got to filter. Number three, it's got to lower the risk. So to me, this is a really useful diagnostic. So you get their attention. I mean, did anyone open the email? Did anyone even see it? There's that, because maybe it was literally just the subject line on the email, not enough people opened it. Or did they open the email and read it, but not click on the link? Or did they click on the link and go to the page, but not buy anything? If they went to the page, how much time did they spend there? I'm not a tech wizard. I don't know actually how to figure out some of those things, but they can be figured out. So then, and then also, did they click on the purchase link but they didn't buy? So that's the very first thing to figure out, is where's the breakdown? Where did people drop off for the most part? Because if they all dropped, if nobody opened the email, it's a very clear thing. Like if they'd opened up other emails from you but not this one, that's very clear. If they're not opening up any emails from you, this is a bigger conversation than a launch. There's also this question of filtering. Is it very clear for people if this is a fit for them or not? That's a big question. And then the lowering the risk, that's a big one too. That would probably be true if they clicked through the link, went to the sales letter, and they didn't buy. If they didn't buy, there's a very good chance, if it was relevant, and these are the three levels of filtering, by the way: relevance, credibility, value. So was it very clear that it was relevant to them? Was the trust built? Was there credibility? And the value, was it a good deal? But even if those things are true, maybe the risk was too high. So those are basically three things. Did you get their attention? Did you filter? Relevance, credibility, value. And did you lower the risk enough, or was the risk too high? So some of this you can just figure out by the clicks, But here's the best thing I can suggest, is just ask people. You could email your list and say, hey, I just sent this thing out the other day. Honestly, I was surprised by how low the response was. I thought there'd be more. Looks like I missed something. Is the price too high? Is it confusing? I'd really love any feedback. And all you need is a few really good pieces of feedback, and then Because often people launch something and they say, God, why was there no response to it? Well, because you launched something that nobody wanted. So, it may be that you're trying to sell something that nobody's buying. You think you're selling what you think everyone needs, but not what they're craving. You're solving the issue that you can see that they have, but you're not addressing the symptoms that they know that they have. So there's a lot of things it could be, but asking them will probably tell you more than just about anything. And then once you've gotten that, here's what you do next time. Before you launch something, you run it by people. You do the beta test. If you go to my YouTube channel or on SoundCloud, you can see there's a playlist called Beta and Pilot Tests, something like this, and watch those videos, because those will help. But you just start testing it out in a smaller way. You start to say, hey, here's this offer. What do you think? Before you even write a wholesale, you just call some people. You got on the phone, you say, I've got this idea to launch this thing. Is this the kind of thing you'd be interested in? It's not a sales call. You're not asking for their money. You're not accepting money. You're just saying, this is what's on my mind to do. So you do that kind of a beta test before you launch it. To me, by the time you've got a sales letter, you should probably already have a pretty clear sense that people want it. And then the sales letter is just polishing up the offer. But what a lot of people do is they get the idea in their head of the thing they want to sell, and they write this whole sales letter for this thing that nobody actually wants. I was on a call with my mentorship program today, the folks from it, and I just said, I think I can tell a lot from, if you just show me the headline, you show me the basics of what's involved, in the program and the price, I think I'd have a pretty good sense of how successful or not the program is going to be and the sales letter is going to be. Because most of it, I think, 99% of it comes down to the headline. And are you addressing an issue that is really substantial? Anyways, I'm going down that rabbit hole. So, did you get their attention? Did you filter? Meaning, did you establish the relevance? Did you build credibility? Did you show the value? And did you lower the risk? And if you're doing all those things, people are probably going to buy. And if you're not doing those things, they won't. So then you just got to figure out how do you do that? Ask people. That's the best way to do it. And look at the metrics, the analytics, of course. Okay, anyways, I hope that helps in some way. And boy, commiseration to anyone who's there. We've all been there. We've all launched things we thought would be a winner for sure, and we didn't need to do due diligence, and oops. So anyways, thanks for watching. You can subscribe, hit the little red button and the little bell icon. They'll tell you when the next video is coming. Go to marketingforhippies.com, sign up for my email list. I'm on Facebook. And that's it. Thanks so much, everyone.